Silence up next. Get a random rare relic, a random rare card, or yield boss swap. Lots of early stores. Not necessarily something you want on Silent. I could see taking this path pretty reasonably. And then going this way. Get 2 elites that way. Otherwise, maybe just take 3 upgrades, get the Burning Elite. Definitely inclined to take a random rare relic. I do like random rare relics a lot. And they can really shape a run in delightful fashion. Let's do it. Yeah, we got a fossilized Helix. Prevent the entire first instance of damage each combat. Maybe that means we can take an early elite or something. Let's start here, and then we have some options pathing-wise. Well, I can't go 3 elites. I could, if I'm willing to go through 2 dead stores. Probably not. Anyway, that's an incredible first relic to get, that's for sure. Truly incredible. How much damage do I think this relic will save me this act? Well, the stat it gives will be a little bit misleading, because we'll intentionally take certain hits to more maximally use it, but I'd say probably at least 50. That's my guess, 50. If we have the immunity to the first instance of damage, then Masterful Stab surely is much better than usual. 0 cost to deal 12, but gets more expensive as we take damage, which we won't be doing. Neat! Synergy, the power. You know what, let's just do this. Like here, for example, I can take the hit and increase the number by 4, or I could not. Early dash also a pretty good sign usually. Maybe we can go this way after all. Flechettes. No, let's take a dash. Bannerman, 1903, thanks for 6 months, the whole heckin' half year. Kerchonk. Truly interesting. Yeah, I think I might have rated Masterful Stab D tier on my own tier list. I did make tier lists for this various Spire cards at one point. Skewer, also a proven early silent attack. I really like that, actually. Nice X-coster over the defensive options, although Piercing Whale surely is not bad. The best, that's right. That's what it stands for. Alright, if we're going to go to a shop, we can at least hit it with enough money to remove a strike. That'll be worthwhile then. Survivor Dash, full blocks, doesn't even use the buffer. Seems better to maybe get one of them killed, though, surely. No, block 18. Block 18. We can kill one next turn. Surely we'll be taking damage next turn, or at least losing the buffer, but for the moment, things are good. Just wondering. So 9 plus 2, we can do 11 damage. We can kill this one if we want to. Which prevents the damage. Next turn's going to be awkward, though. We'll take 6 and 6 again. Not much I can do about that. Or I could take 4 damage this turn to more likely prevent 6 damage next turn. That seems like the better play. I guess I can make it 3 damage. 1 damage this turn. I think we're done. 4 damage total. Very good. How's it going, Silvardo? Life's good. And yeah, just to be clear, I'm the one who originally called Masterful Stab the D tier card. But a card that is not often useful and a card that is currently useful are not necessarily different things. Footwork. Better blocks seem pretty sweet here. I don't really like Noxious Fumes that much. We're fighting Guardian, so footwork is kind of innately better already there. And we're already scaling into physical damage with Masterful Stab, Dash, and Skewer, so I'm a little bit less inclined to go Poison, at least for now. More inclined to go Caltrops, actually. Heal 11 for 35 gold? No way. We're not forced into, but likely going to this store. And I don't think I'm going to need the health anyway. So I'm going to keep my money, Cleric, and be on my way. Definitely want to rush down one of the sentries as quickly as you can in this combat. Hopefully we draw a Skewer next turn. We can maybe use the Swift Potion to help with that. Fortunately, we don't. So I could simply Footwork, Survivor, Strike, let the buffer block 110. Draw a Skewer, defend next turn. I guess that's not a particular problem either way, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. No need for the Swift Potion then. This is perfect. Don't strike here because we've already got Skewer for 2 to kill this one. If I want a full block, I could... Could actually strike and Skewer for 1, double block next turn. Feels like we gotta get more done than that, though. Although full blocking is important because the Masterful Stab, not that important. Start work on the middle one now. So far, so good. Really good. Really, really good. Relic's already at 21. Get Fruit Juice and a War Paint. Interesting. War Paint will upgrade 2 skills at random. Just defends or survivor. There's nothing else to upgrade and no skills I can take here either. We want Heal Hook, Quick Slash, or Flying Knee. Hey, Phaley. Yes, we mastered Perfected Strike. Also, Alpha on that run. Yep, that happened. On Ironclad, yes. Yes. So when people ask me, how do you build an Omega Alpha deck on Watcher, I'll point them to that video and say, here's how you do it. And they'll be even more confused than before. I guess this poor Swift Potion's getting discarded, so I can drink up some fruit juice. Double Defend upgrade is expected and perfectly fine when you've got a footwork. Do I need... Actually, Flying Knee Skewer is pretty good. I'll take a Flying Knee. The Flying Knee can give us 4 energy Skewer, which can hit extra hard. And is a nice, decent attack alongside anyway. And we are able to remove a strike if I want to go this way, or we could skip the shop and instead take an extra upgrade. Go through the Burning Elite. I'm going to opt for more relics. That is the philosophy I've been operating under lately, and it's been working out pretty well for me. I did say we could consider Caltrops. I'm going to consider it for 1 nanosecond before I remove a strike here. Really do want to get rid of these basic strikes, even as you add better attacks on Silent. They just do not work very well late into the run, unfortunately. Alright, do I need to consider potions in this fight? We should probably just drink the fruit juice now and maybe use the entropic brew so I know what I have to work with. Maybe that was better to do at the shop. But we had no money for potions, so... Perfectly balanced, that's right. Just master an equal number of cards on every character. This does seem like it's going to be a difficult combat. Okay, let's see what the potion has. Cunning Pot, Weak Pot. Okay, Cunning Pot's probably enough to help us get by. Also got a buffer, don't forget. That helps too. Dash, neutralize, defend full blocks next turn. Actually, just dash, defend blocks fully next turn, but prefer to make it a full block. Or I could Skewer for 3 and neutralize. Really just not that much damage here. Alright, let's get started. Big Potion would also save the buffer here. Interesting. Ooh, did not draw the Skewer, unfortunately. That's no good. Gonna run out of damage really fast. With -2 strength, do I need to use the Shiv Potion now with what we've drawn? I was really hoping we'd get Skewer this turn. I do 15 next turn. Yeah, we're gonna run out of damage very fast. I better use this. Lagavulin can be very, very difficult matchup for Silent. Kind of hoping to use the buffer this turn, but this is fine. Ended up not needing it, actually. Interesting. Either way, we get a Fear Potion. That's excellent. And a Malaise, a second X-Cost card, is kind of delightful. Don't really feel like I need 2 Flying Knees. Give me a Malaise. Enemy loses X strength and applies X weak. Dander, thanks for 38 heckin' months. That is many months. Always happy to see Turnip alongside block-heavy Silent, by the way. When our defense block for 10, we really appreciate not being able to be hit with the Frail status. That's going to help a lot in Act 2 and Act 4 against the Heart. Makes me want to upgrade that Malaise. Upgraded Malaise is mighty spicy, although we've got a Gremlin Knob we might need to be able to deal with here, so we're going to upgrade Skewer first. Need that multi-hit to be potentially stronger. It's also pretty good in this fight. But only pretty good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Could even Fear Pot neutralize to keep my buffer. I don't need to do that. Well... So the next turn I footwork, play one of these two, or play both of them. Probably saves me a full 10 health, actually, to use that Fear Pot. Although it might be better to use it to... Now we have buffer for Guardian's big hit. Or we could save it to the next act. It's more likely what it'll be used for. Feels like I have enough health. Let's try to save it for next act. The potion, that is. Scotino, thanks for 7 months of support. Good stuff. Come on, Skewer. Easy. Also defend. Perfect. Go neutralize, flying knee here. Skewer here. Beautiful. Thank you, Ink Bottle. Excellent. Potion saved, and we didn't take a point of damage. We do deal a point of damage with the Vajra here. All of our attacks deal 1 more damage. That's definitely going to help get through the next few fights, for sure. Damaging common cards that I'm not particularly excited by. I'll skip these. I would take a Blade Dance at this point, because we have both Ink Bottle and Vajra. But none of those offerings. Slay the Relics is unfortunately down, Stanikin. So you won't see any success with it. 20. Currently broke. Broke but not bespoke. You're next. I've set out the Ink Bottle further, but chose not to. Dagger Spray is half decent with the Vajra. Outmaneuver is actually pretty good with 2 different X-cost cards. Now that's interesting. Outmaneuver, Skewer, and Malaise. Let's try it. It'll need an upgrade so that it says next turn gain 3 energy, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Really well worth it. Let's take another event. Why not? Outmaneuver is another card I rarely get much use out of. Give up the Flying Knee. I actually like the Flying Knee, though. Lose the Fear Pot for a Relic? Let's do it. It's a Ninja Scroll. We get 3 shivs on turn 1. That's amazing. 15 free damage and 3/10 of a draw. Let's see how this does. Pretty good start. Simply malaising for 3 should be pretty sufficient to shut down most of what the Guardian does damage-wise. So I don't think we need to try to get the Outmaneuver Malaise lined up. Here we can play all 5 cards. That's kind of cool. Although, I only want to play... Yeah, actually, yeah, all of them. Perfect block. That's not so bad. Not so bad at all. kind of assume the Outmaneuver will be worth it to play it. It isn't always. But you have to hope it will be. Note that with multi-hit moves against the Guardian, you only take damage one time per card you play, not per time the attack hits. So even though Skewer hits 3 times, we only take damage from Guardian's Thorns once. That works differently to the enemies in Act 3. For some reason. Will hit you for each hit of a multi-hit attack with spikes. And look at that, 7 damage Skewer, GG. Or 7 energy Skewer, rather. You get the idea. 77 damage. And a good time. We're offered Corpse Explosion, Storm of Steel, Bullet Time. What a fun set of options. Pretty down for a Corpse Explosion here. A Corpse Explosion plus Skewer in particular lets us take one enemy, kill it outright, and have all of the enemies in the combat die. We also have plenty of ways to play it with our energy generators. How's it going, Garnis Tuda? My favorite character is the Defect, the blue robot. I think they've got the most different ways to play, personally. Kylios, thanks for 4 months of support. No Runic Pyramid, I'm offended. We're offered, energy-wise, the Fusion Hammer, preventing us from getting further upgrades. Or the Runic Dome, preventing us from seeing enemies in attack intents, which is a little difficult to play around. Not impossible, but definitely appreciate, especially with Buffer, really want to know what the enemies are doing exactly, so you can do precise math. Could take Black Star, get extra relics from elites. Although, I think we might... Actually, we're pretty good against elites in Act 2, are we not? We have Malaise to defeat the Book of Stabbing. We have Corpse Explosion to defeat the other 2. And we have Fossilized Helix to prevent damage. I'm sold. Let's try it. It's only because I have specific answers to each of the different possible elites that we can encounter this act that I think this is a reasonable choice. Could go for an early burning elite that seems questionable. At bestionable. Try to make it just one store this act. I don't know if we can make that work. EU combats on the way to the elite is preferable here. The hard pool combats in Act 2 can be really nasty. This also gives us the opportunity to go for the Burning Elite if we want to. Okay. Gotta make sure I update the command to reflect that the HelloFresh only works in the US. It's likely the problem you ran into Hot Toddies if you're outside of the US. If you're inside of the US, then that is not what's supposed to happen. You're in Wisconsin. Let me update my command. Anyway. Is Wisconsin in the US? It is. Makes all our cheese. We need that cheese. We need that cheese. All right, what's the current HelloFresh command? There it is. So, command... Let's try this one. So, okay. So if you're in the US and the streams link from the chatbot doesn't work, then I recommend trying the letter code, POGHF86607, on HelloFresh.com. And if that's not working, then I have a bigger problem that I have to solve. I don't know what that is, but first things first. Spire. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do corpse explosion this one. Guess we're not playing the outmaneuver then. That's fine. Probably do want to hit the back one with at least a little bit of damage, so it does die to the corpse explosion. There we go. Play that for the ink bottle. And here we could just block almost all the damage. Can't quite get the kill. Can't quite full block. And that's okay. I think I'll just take the 4. Because it'll be over after next turn. Does the US really have real cheese? Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's mass-marketed garbage, but you can absolutely get very high-quality cheese if you go to a grocer who is worth their salt, or a deli. Plenty of real cheese to be had here. Good stuff, too. I highly recommend, personally, if you want, for those of you who are near Trader Joe's, a Trader Joe's of some kind. Trader Joe's has some really high-quality Wisconsin cheddar for very affordable prices. I love it. Kerblam. There it is. Terror applies vulnerable. It's going to make all these physical attacks do so much more damage. Definitely need this card. I would call this one of the best, if not the best card for enabling physical damage builds on the Silent. Any goat cheese in the US? Yes. I like me a good goat cheese. You'll have to pay a lot if you want to get goat cheese here, but, you know, like $20 or $30 per pound. Usually you get kind of like a little quarter pound package for $10 or something. But it's good. You can definitely get tasty goat cheese here. I've even been to a couple very small farms in Vermont and bought goat cheese direct from the source. So I know for a fact there are people raising goats not too far away from me and making cheese out of it. Good cheese. Tasty cheese. Welcome, Surprise Merchant. That's excellent news. With an adrenaline. Ooh. And a ghost in a jar. Hello. I bought it from a goat. The most talkative goat I ever met. For some reason you thought I was a fellow Canadian. I am an expatriate, as it were. Born in Canada, spent most of my life now in the northeastern United States. Not too dissimilar a vibe. Definitely like getting rid of a strike as well. Such a good potion, though. Do I dare pay 155 for adrenaline? With ink bottle, you better believe I do. Leaving me with 165. Enough for card removal and block pot. Although, if I'm going to another store, what difference does it make? I do have to go to that shop if I want the rest site. Or I could take 2 late events, 1 less rest site. That might be worth it. If we take the ghost, we can go for the burning elite, they say. You may be correct about that. Oh, that's fun. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's do it. Actually quite happy to see this foe. Why? Because buffer blocks their nonsense entirely. That's why. Get hecked. You stinky parasite. You just strike for 30 here. Forget the corpse explosion. Attack! Look at that. Love that Ink Bottle is set to that number, but that's fine. Deflect, Flying Knee, Slice. An adequate deflect. Would much prefer an upgraded version. Same with the Slice, I guess. The strongest character playable. Depends on how you would phrase that. I think the character that can be most successful... in terms of reaching the strongest, most powerful decks most frequently would probably be the Ironclad. Ironclad can break the game, done correctly. The most consistently powerful in well-trained hands would be the Watcher, who's able to very reliably smash through the game with some practice. So I'd nominate either of those two as answers. For players who play the game at a high level, we see a bit higher success rate for the Ironclad and Watcher than for the Defect and the Watch and the Silent, who tend to fall a little bit further behind. Cards aren't quite good enough. Not quite. Just go for broke. Thank goodness for buffer. $12 plus 7. Good enough. Bonus points if I can play another card first. Beautiful. Still don't get Watcher. Just never click with her. Watcher's all about setting yourself up for future turns and sort of bursting with a little bit of prep. Bursting down your foes in 1 or 2 turns. Really having decisive, effective things. You can also build infinite combos with Watcher quite reliably. That can work really well. Am I using some mods? I am. I've got a few visual mods on the screen. Here's a full list of everything we're running. The main ones to point out are Info Mod, which displays the chance for us to find a potion, as well as a few other things, like the odds of exactly getting a shop or treasure in the next question mark room, as well as Relic Stats, which displays the total numeric effect of certain relics. For example, Turnip counts how many times it's blocked Frail, Fossilized Helix counts how much damage it's prevented, doing a nice job, and so on and so forth. I'm taking a backflap. And we said we're going for this Burning Elite. But first we must get past the duo. Centurion plus Mystic. Turnip's going to put in some work here. So is Buffer. I think we're going to go ahead and outmaneuver here. Though I could just Flying Knee. Mystic cannot attack next turn. She will have to buff Strength. Centurion may or may not attack us. Depends. Chooses not to. Now Mystic can never attack next turn. Mystic will be forced to heal on this turn. Centurion chooses to attack. If I could get a kill, that'd be really nice. Ink Bottle, save me. Dang it. Not quite. Can do 16 out of the required 21 damage. Seems wise to just play the Corpse Explosion. We don't have buffer, though. Hold on, that's already gone. So I'd better play the dash here, or else. Take 8. I'm okay with that. It's operating under the assumption I still had my buffer. That was not correct. Keeping the Essence of Steel was rather important. I really want the Essence of Steel and Ghost and Jar together so that I can always preserve fossilized Helix in the next fight. Bouncing Flask and Leg Sweep. Bouncing Flask is kind of nice for stacking poison, but that's not really what I'm looking to do here. Bummer to hear, Hot Toddies. I'll have to look into that more tonight. See if I can figure out what's going on. Definitely appreciate the attempt, though. Thanks for trying to use that code. Leg Sweep is always nice to have, definitely. A little bit less nice when you've got a Malaise, a little bit less nice when you're energy starved. Actually, don't think I want it right now. My favorite character is the Defect, the robot in blue. I like the Defect because they have the most different ways to win the game. At least that's how I feel about it. Corpse Explosion, definitely here to help us with the Gremlins. Usually I don't mind Gremlin Leader attacking us on turn 1. This is a bonus max health Gremlin Leader, it looks like. Interesting. The Bald Robot. The Robot. Let's start with Shivs. Shivs here. 3 Shivs in the Corpse Explosion. Kills the Fat Gremlin. We're probably going to do that. We also get to draw 3 more cards, and we get Malaise. Okay, that may change things. If I go Strike, Survivor, Malaise, what happens? It goes down to 4/3, which is weakened to 3/3. Take 1 damage. Essence of Steel gets me there. What if I just strike Malaise? 3/3 goes to 2/3. We'd lose the buffer. I could also just go Survivor, Defend, Defend. For 18 block. Can't do Survivor, Defend, Essence of Steel. Much rather use the Corpse Explosion. So what if I Malaise for 1? Goes to 5, then 3/3. So yeah, actually, we're fine if I use the Essence of Steel. Survivor and Malaise for 1. Okay, let's do that. Because that also then deals 20 damage to the Shield Gremlin and the Gremlin Leader. This is a pretty underwhelming turn. Unfortunately, I'm definitely worried about this fight now. Oh, gush. Gush? Goodness. There we go. Get the Terror down on the Gremlin Leader. Okay, this is better. This is better. We need to kill the Wizard immediately. That's for sure. Next turn being attacked would not be the worst, though. Terror needs to go on the Leader. 13 plus Skewer for 1 is a kill here. But not with Flying Knee. So we go Terror, Flying Knee, Skewer for 1, draw a card. Oof. Still worth it. Skewer and Outmaneuver. Definitely good opportunity to get some more damage done. Tempting to play Outmaneuver, but I think I'd rather just do the bonus damage right now. Well, Surely it lets me play another strike or something, right? Alright. It's also one more step towards a draw. Yeah, overall our draws are pretty underwhelming here. We do get attacked this turn. Oof. That is not it. That's not it. Take 10. I think I'll allow that for now. We're gonna get attacked next turn if I can't kill one of them this turn. Corpse Explosion, Flying Knee on the Shield Gremlin might do it. But then I have to re-kill the wizard next turn. I can't allow being attacked next turn. It's intolerable here. So I think we have to do it this way. Get attacked anyway. Bummer. Okay, so this is our Ghost in Jar. Fair enough. Hopefully we draw a kill for the wizard next turn. This wizard will keep attacking every turn. Until killed. Pretty scary. Alright, I didn't love this fight, but we did beat the Burning Elite. We get an Ornamental Fan, giving us block if we play 3 attacks in one turn, and a Bird Face turn, healing us 2 whenever we play a power. Currently only 1 power in the deck. And we're offered a Blade Dance Plus, with Ornamental Fan, Ink Bottle, and Vajra. That is a keeper. Still no potion. Uh-oh. That's spooky. Despite the fact that I don't have any potions, I think what I'm going to do is upgrade Adrenaline going into these next 2 elite fights. Just having 1 more energy on a crucial turn. You could also upgrade Terror or maybe Malaise, but just having 1 more energy on a crucial turn, I think can make a really big difference for this elite fight here. Just need to hang on long enough. This is a really promising start, actually. If we can outmaneuver Malaise, we've got it. Let's start with Terror, actually. There's Adrenaline Plus. You'd love to see it. So we go Footwork, Defend, Strike, Outmaneuver. Defend Plus, that is. Come on, Malaise. Come on, Ink Bottle, draw Malaise. Dang it. But still, good enough for this turn. We perfectly block this hit. Malaise on this turn would also be adequate, but we don't draw it either. Heck. We'll buffer this hit, that's fine. This would be 16 blocks. We still lose it. We can do 16 damage or damage that changes per turn, depending on how many turns this will take. I think we're just better off doing 16 immediately. Malaise, why were you so late? Demand an explanation for this heinous crime. Doesn't matter. Skewer's got us covered. Beautiful. Alright, Book of Stabbing defeated with... We actually gained health from the Birdface turn. Great fight. We also gain a meal ticket and an old coin, both encouraging us to go to a shop post-haste, and a calculated gamble to help make this deck feel a little bit smaller. Also, Energy Potion with our 2 X-Cost cards is going to be amazing here. You also get a boat thingy for block on turn 2. This run is really starting to look up. The relic quality of this act has been spectacular. And hopefully we're about to get 2 more, as long as this doesn't go too badly. With Corpse Explosion turn 1, I'm thinking life is good. So what I'm going to do is Corpse Explosion the front one. I think I'd like to... It's going to be... Ideally, we would Corpse Explosion the middle one and kill the middle one this turn. But I think it's more likely that we cannot kill the middle one this turn. But we can block 2 hits if I kill the front one and the back one at the same time here. So let's start with that as a plan. So I think what? Corpse Explosion, Calculated Gamble? Looks pretty good to me. Maybe should have used Flying Knee. There's the Skewer. Perfect. Good fight. So that's why we ultimately took the Black Star, is that I saw because of the cards that we had, we weren't going to have a difficult time with the Elites of Act 2, and so we might be able to get a whole bunch of relics with little opposition. That's exactly what happened. Now do we take a Piercing Whale? We should seriously consider it. Let's do it. I haven't been taking enough Piercing Whales lately. It feels like... Corpse Explosion's so good, though. Here, you be free as well. When your deck's only got 3 base energy per turn, I tend to value energy cost reduction upgrades very highly. Also gamble these away for more card draw. How cute. Let's do it. Last card, didn't matter. Second, Malaise. Cool. I don't think we've mastered Malaise, for 1. For 2, it's genuinely good, again with our Outmaneuver's ability to generate energy and such. Love it. Absolutely love it. Gold for a card removal? Great deal, Cleric. Would love to get some strikes out of this deck. And I'd love to spend some money. And I'd love to spend more money to the Pleading Vagrant. Give me a Relic, Vagrant. What do you got? A Bag of Preparation. Wait a minute. No! That actually doesn't do a dang thing. Because our turn 1 hand is already completely filled. So, that is completely wasted. Alas. Thinking about upgrading a Malaise, though. Do it. My hand is full. I think I'd prefer to keep this terror for later. You can definitely make use of it here in this fight. If possible, we'd like to... use Buffer to block the Hyper Beam from Bronze Automaton, but in practice that might not be allowed to occur. Ooh. Come on. Yes. Okay, all is relatively well. Let's explode this minion. We're going to block for 31. There's only 24 incoming. I'm going to remove this artifact then. Kapow! So simply striking will remove Both minions from the field, or they can just stay there dead. That means I can use the speed potion to keep the buffer for the hyper beam. That sounds like the simplest play. Let's do that. And then the strike doesn't actually matter. I actually don't want to put it here so that the Malaises go into my hand when I do this. So the strength down one apply. First Malaise. The weak will. Alright, so this gets buffered. And now we can start to figure out how to kill stuff. Proper like. Flying knee barely does any damage. Still, flying knee outmaneuver seems prudent here. Should have played the Skewer. The 1 ink bottle. Turns like this are going to be a bit of a problem, though. Just having some retain would go such a long way. Gonna end up dead pretty soon if we don't start dishing out some damage here. Here's a dad joke for you, chat. Why is the bronze automaton a bad teacher? Because they don't have any pupils. This might have to be energy potion into Skewer here. That helps a lot. Hyper beam happening very soon. Yeah, let's use this. We just have to do 1 damage next turn. Surely we can actually 2 damage. Yeah, we're there. Okay. Whew. Nice attack, Bronze Automaton. GG. Little concern for this deck, but I think a burst could brighten it right up. Burst Adrenaline, burst Outmaneuver, burst Malaise. Give me a Runic Pyramid. Please. Dang it. Well, we could remove cards, or we can get more energy per turn. Choker limits us to 6 cards per turn, which is miserable. Or Sozu means we can no longer gain potions, which is miserable. So, I'm going to remove 2 cards. Potion chance back to 90%, by the way. How? How did that happen? Ooh. Skip all the rest sites to do that. I can go a ton of events, no shops. We need to go to a shop, though. Bummer. Probably something like this. Rest sites are, as they say, for suckers. Though I dearly would love to upgrade Burst. Is it worth losing 2 relics to upgrade Burst? Probably not. Probably not. Corpse Explosion will finish this. Oh, you're alive. Ah! My ink bottle setup. Wasted. Wasted, I say. Alright, that'll do. There's a potion for us, although not a particularly good potion. Stinky attacks I don't want. Glowing Tesseract, which I do want. Offering Panic Button, Panacea, Impatience. Double Impatience. Enlightenment. Apotheosis. I'll take that one. And if I have Apotheosis, then Double Impatience seems kind of insane, actually. Also, that's 2 copies of an uncommon colorless card. What's the normal art for this? Oh yeah, this. I actually quite like the beta art for Impatience. There's only 4 attacks. One of them is Skewer, though, problematically. This one's going to be awkward. But the others are... we'll remove this strike, and then the Neutralize and Masterful Stab should be mostly fine. Begin to fall, losing. Well, there goes the Masterful Stab. Never mind that one. One less attack in the deck. Exciting. Can't do math. It's fine. Ah, yes, fan. Good. Dupe Pot's pretty good, and I figure an Acrobatics Plus has to be as well, especially being able to discard an attack to make the Impatiences work. We don't really care that much about the upgrade status, but it's alright. Orange Pellets. If we play a power attack and a skill in 1 turn, remove all debuffs. Actually, hold up. What about Wing Boots with Black Star? We must look at the map. We could fight 1... Currently, we're on a path to fight 1, 2, 3 elites. If we buy Wing Boots, we could fight 1, jump over here, fight 2. 2 charges left. Jump over here, fight 3, 4, 5. We get 2 extra elites for purchasing the Wing Boots. So 4 additional relics if I buy Wing Boots. Oh, there's another one over here. But I can't do all 6. Not possible. Can only do 5. Yeah, jump once. Jump twice. Jump thrice. Yeah, we're out of charges for that last one. So we can't do 6 elites. But yes, we do get an extra rest site, which we could use to upgrade Apotheosis. That is important. Yeah, so we would jump here. That's what we're saying. Go 1, 2, second jump, 3, 4, third jump, 5. And that way we get the rest site also. Deal. And we can still buy the orange pellets. Do I actually want a second orange pellet? Seems like footwork's pretty absurd. Could also remove another strike. Although we can do that at the final store. Oh, yeah, we can also, instead of going left like this, immediately we can go fire, elite, elite. Chad is right. Upgrade Apotheosis here. It is slightly better. So we'll have tons of money for the next time we see a shop. Pellets let me use certain potions really well, which we don't currently have. And maybe makes the heart more survivable, although quite frankly with Malaise and Buffer, I don't think I need orange pellets to block the heart. We also have double boat thingy protecting Buffer turn 1 and turn 2. So I'm pretty sure we're already perfecting first cycle heart, therefore this does nothing. Let's remove a strike. And I can still buy a footwork actually? Okay. I'll do that. Let's remove a strike and buy a footwork. And upgrade Apotheosis here. Save us an energy. And go here. To fight the Reptomancer. My hand is full. That's what they all say. Poison would die this turn to Corpse Explosion. Let's do this. Okay. So the Repto will attack us next turn. That's a little awkward. Hopefully we draw the Corpse Explosion, so we can kill all the minions. That's going to be a yes. Yes, we do. Unfortunately, this one has slightly more health, so we'll have to use the Blade Dance. Yeah, now that we've gotten rid of all of the strikes, note that the empty cage really making a difference in how this deck feels. Big time. Make sure you redrew the Corpse Explosion there. Pretty glorious. Sometimes our turns are very weak indeed, though. Not good. Oh, baby. Lizard Tail, second chance at life, always happy to see that. Whetstone will upgrade 2 attacks, mostly irrelevant with the Apotheosis, but still welcomed. Take a second Outmaneuver. This deck is energy hungry, so I'm strongly considering it. I'm going to do it. When else are we going to get a chance to double Outmaneuver, after all? The answer is never. We're never going to get another good chance for double Outmaneuver to be a thing. So if it's not good here, it's not good anywhere, as they say. Don't really care about Malaise versus Giant Head. Do we? Could burst Impatience, but that's not what I'm looking to burst. Burst Outmaneuver for the Skewer next turn. Perfect. This giant head's going to be very dead. I could double Blade Dance. I don't want to draw anything with the bottle, though. Just double Corpse Explosion, single Malaise. So we have 10 energy on this turn, plus Adrenaline. I could burst Malaise for minus 22 strength on Giant Head. That buys us some time. Nice countdown, nerd. Not 12 damage. Actually difficult to block. I can't play the Outmaneuver without sacrificing. Bummer. Draw the other one? Yeah, I figured. That's fine, though. We'll figure it out eventually. Don't even need that. This piercing whale. Please defend. The rare easy pool giant head fight. Perfect. 9 additional energy next turn. Excellent! You'd love to see it. I'll just play this for ink bottle stuff. 28 times 10. Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, man. Gary Spaceman says, "You're my favorite overall content creator. Thank you for the entertaining and educational gameplay as always. You're heckin' welcome." That was an amazing giant head fight. Can bottle one of our powers. Just 2 footwork. So I guess we'll bottle one of them. Gary Spaceman, thank you so much for the 5 generous gifted subs, along with a kind message. That is heckin' appreciated. Sticky Strike does damage, but... Second Skewer. Actually, this seems kind of good, right? Second Skewer. 1, we don't have 2 Skewers crossed off the list, and 2, we have 2 Outmaneuvers, and yeah. Let's take it. Gremlin Horn's also quite excellent. Gotta take the blue key here. Alright, remember we've got 3 more elites to fight this act. 6 more relics headed our way. Hopefully, it will be enough. If not, I really don't know what to do. Let's gamble before playing footwork. Okay. Happy to have buffer here. Next turn energy do I want? Let's go with Outmaneuver Malaise. No flying me. I think bottle fine. Alright, that makes us pretty safe. The multi-attacks from Nemesis will be for 0 damage. And we have buffer for the big hit, if it occurs. I can actually just outmaneuver Corpse Explosion. Don't need to play Blade Dance here. Probably better to do the poison. This fight looks like it could go on a while. There's the big hit. Oh, my buffer. Oh. Oh no. Ouch. Not much I can do here. We can't kill because it's intangible. We can't block with no cards in hand. Not even the Duke Pot does a dang thing. Ow. Oh. Did not like that very much. This fight is far from over, too. Get a Skewer next turn, should be enough. Centennial Puzzles, good card draw. 1,000 cuts. Deflect is good. This deck wants 0-cost cards. Yesterday, especially ones that scale with dexterity. Deflect is where it's at. I could go to the shop if I'm willing to give up one of the elites. I don't think that's a wise choice. We should just heal off of our brute face turn. We'll be fine. Way. These impatiences are so nice. Okay, so we want to Corpse Explode the 60 health Spiker. We want to get Footwork in play. We want to avoid taking any damage here. I think Malaise for 2 does that. Seems good. Hit 3 times. It's not gonna happen. There we go. That'll do it. Kaboom! Backflip. Yes, more draw. Do we need accuracy? No. Second Blade Dance might be a thing. Accuracy also healing for 2 would be nice. Oof. Can this deck deal with Transient? Thankfully we have 1 buffer. That'll help. Seems like a pretty good start. Not even going to use the adrenaline because we've already solved this turn. There's no point in having one really good turn against Transient. You need many kind of average turns for this fight. That's a 9. Good. This turn looks a little suspect. Looking a little bit better now. Let's take the Impatience. We want this to work. Do something involving gambling. We're going to backflip first. And again. And then gamble with 9. Try to get the adrenaline back in my hand. Actually, the deflect alone is enough, though. So we can keep the adrenaline once more. Gotta get reshuffled here. Debuck, what is the Transient's favorite drink? Spirits. Two turns left. We can do this one without needing to use the buffer, then we're free. Pot, Ancient Pot, kind of interesting. Leg Sweep Plus. With one energy, I guess if I play an Outmaneuver, that's pretty good. Sure, I'll take one more. Might be a little too block heavy, I'm a bit worried. At least Gremlin Horn is here. The double Outmaneuvers are definitely helping make this deck work, if it is going to work. I don't know if it is. I like the Flex Pot more than I like the Ancient Potion. Maybe I should have kept them together, but I like the Dupe Pot too. Alright, our last two elites, our last 4 relics here. Gremlin Horn going to make this Reptomancer no problem for us. This would be a good time to Flex Potion, quite frankly. Just solve Repto. Though I'd rather just solve Spear and Shield, would I not? I would. Deliberately didn't play Impatience there. Did not work out for me, though. Okay. Do a bunch to Repto, or kill one of them. Let's kill this one. Not my proudest turn, but it works. Yeah, this is fine. Play this for 2. So if we dash, then Skewer, perfect. Dash here. Skewer here. Boop. 3 energy, 3 draw. Thanks, Gremlin Horn. Outmaneuver and 1 Malaise. Just keep making energy. This isn't exactly going to kill the heart very quickly, is it? We're going to need some thorns. Or some wraith forms. Now I regret not taking orange pellets. I guess escape plan's pretty good too. For a energy starved deck with lots of skills. Sure. 1 more elite. Here goes nothing. Piercing Whale Gamble? Yeah, I could also dash, but I like Whale Gamble here. Show me Malaise. Thank you. We want to use some of the energy from the outmaneuvers to keep paying for future outmaneuvers where possible. Let's just get a lot done. You won't trick me this time, Nemesis. I know your tricks. Make them think they're safe with the buffer, and then bam, burns galore. That's how you get us. And it works. That's the embarrassing part, it works. Here it comes. Nope, we're good. Frozen Egg. So we can get a Wraith Form Plus. Maybe. I'm hoping we get a Caltrops Plus in the final shop. Otherwise, I really don't see how this is going to kill the heart. Though I do see how it's going to kill everything up to the heart, which is actually pretty easily. Could almost want a Quick Slash Plus. That's how desperate for damage we are. Almost. Nice hits. Corpse Explosion's going to make this fight relatively simple for us. Actually, just full block this way. The Ornamental Fan. Back later for you, Terror. Go dash Malaise Impatience, or even dash Impatience. Sure. Ooh, no sign of burst. Sad. Here we go. Double Corpse Explode the Donu. And double Malaise too. Spot of a command for cards in the current run that could be mastered. No. An interesting idea, though. It's just so hard to even play the Outmaneuver in the first place on so little energy. By 2. Blocks with buffer, I guess. This is not going well, though. Okay, just play this Flying Knee. Let's play Whale here. Take 1 will actually draw us cards with the puzzle, and now we've got the artifact removed off Deca here. There we go. Now I can actually afford to do stuff. Skewer. GG, Donu and Deca. Slow fight, but a very successful one. Next up will be the Time Eater. This also shouldn't be too bad, in theory. You can do a lot of damage with relatively few cards. When the circumstances are correct. They want to get rid of these blade shiv cards. We could Blade Dance again, but that's too many card plays. Playing cards will give Time Eater strength. We're looking to remove strength with Malaise, which we'll be very successful at. How's it going, Tim? Malaise for -2. We'll do it. Does Tim do any debuffs? Yes. Time Eater creates both drawdown as well as vulnerable, weak, and frail. Looking like a really good draw here, though. Yeah! My buffer will be gladly sacrificed for this. Burst, double adrenaline, double Malaise. -18 strength Time Eater. Have fun. Alright, we definitely have to keep the slimes under control, though. Can't allow those to stay in the deck, or problems will ensue. Now we can just slowly whittle Time Eater's health down for a while. Nothing overly fancy required. Stop hurting my draws. You big, stinky slug. We don't have as a second Malaise now for when Time Eater exits phase 1. That's a bit of a problem. Only a little bit of a problem. The -1 card draw resets after 2 turns. It's the defining factor there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Might be able to bypass Time Eater's stupid nonsense by just killing them outright here. Although it's going to be really hard to draw a kill on this turn, so I doubt him. Indeed. So, Time Eater resets all debuffs, all the minus strength is gone, all the vulnerable is gone. And it's just us versus the boss with 240 health. Gets the job done. Double Corpse Explosion will also help quite immensely here. This is not worth playing. Slow and steady wins the race. Might be worth it to play Corpse Explosion here. We take a little bit of damage. We'll be healing to full in Act 4 with the meal ticket anyway. Yes, we should take a little bit here. Keep the poison going. We also get the card draw off the Centennial Puzzle. Which helps keep us going as well. Definitely regretting not taking that bouncing flask we saw a long time ago. I think that might have helped a lot. GG, Tim. GG. Great fight. Really not that bad, all things considered. We're on to Act 4. We get both our potions intact. We have so very many relics. Stretching well into the second page here. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this blocking of this low and slow energy gain? Can we fix what the deck needs? Upgrading this footwork is reasonable. We could also get a card reward by resting with the Dreamcatcher. So we might want to consider doing that. We get the hit points anyway from Meal Ticket, but the card reward versus the upgrade is the question here. With Apotheosis, might be better to go card reward. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's look at some cards. Concentrate plus, Dagger Spray plus, huh? Concentrate plus. Let's try it. That's some energy. That is some energy right there. Paper Crane is here. Accuracy is here. Paper Crane helps us stay alive even longer, but doesn't help us kill a dang thing. Third Impatience is fun. We only have the one Blade Dance, so this accuracy is struggling. But I'm pretty happy with Paper Crane overall. We could also think about Frozen Eye, letting us know the exact draw order could really, really, really help, actually. You know what? Let's do this. That seems really important. And that does let me take the accuracy, which is helpful. Alright, we're desperate. Let's do it. Frozen Eye, accuracy. Let's go. Letting me know what Ink Bottle is going to draw is particularly important, I think. Dash. Can I play 16 cards? I might be able to. That would only draw me to burst. So next turn I'm only drawing 3 cards. Apotheosis being somewhat far down is definitely an issue here. Now, we can't set up puzzle. The Ornamental Fan's going to stop at the hit anyway. Lots of stuff going wrong there. One, two, three. Draw 1, 2. Draw 1, 2. Draw 1, 2. Okay, we can do some stuff. This might be a turn for the Flex Potion. We can get quite a bit of damage done here. We can hit 9 times currently, so an additional 45 damage with this Flex Potion. I'm not willing to use the Duplication Potion here. I think I need that for next fight. Seems likely to be better than next turn. Okay, so... Corpse Explosion's pretty close to the bottom. Probably want to target the shield first. That's my usual instinct. I think it's going to be correct here. Might want to turn around and neutralize here, though. Draw 1, 2, 3. Impatience draws 1, 2. Impatience draws 1, 2. Not looking good next turn. Maybe I have to dupe Pod Piercing Whale. I don't like that, though. Or we can burst the whale. Yeah, that would work too. Ink Bottle's also coming in here. Patience draws 1, 2. So I can go Defend, Terror, Burst, Piercing Whale, completely negate this hit. Then we can gamble. Draw these 4. Play Adrenaline, play Apotheosis. Or not play Apotheosis. Play Footwork Outmaneuver, apparently. Sets up a Malaise next turn. Probably going to be using Buffer to block this hit next turn. It's a bit bad. We Malaise for enough, though. This doesn't do any damage, and the buffer is reserved. Or used effectively. Corpse Explosion Skewer is next turn, so yeah, Outmaneuver looks great here. This is going to have 99 block, though, so it's not that great. But it's still pretty great. I think we still full block if I Skewer here? I think so. Yeah. So I knew to backflip first so that escape plan would work. We can just double Corpse Explosion. Turn back around. This fight is over. Get a Tori and some max health. And a heal hook, which genuinely seems pretty good for the hard fight. We're going to need a little bit of damage wherever we can get it. Although the beat of death will be annoying. The fact that this will be 12 damage every time we see it is definitely helpful. Bullet time any good? I don't think so. Doesn't work with X-cost cards. We're looking to do outmaneuver things. We're energy starved, but it doesn't really make actual energy for us. Whereas the heal hook kind of does. Alright, Mr. Hart. This is gonna be tough. Do have a dupe pot. Okay, so what's the draw order here? Concentrate, Terror, Malaise, Accuracy are the top cards. Wow. Do we actually dupe Accuracy? Seems like we might need to. I can use Concentrate to discard these Skewers so that the Impatiences can draw. In that case, I'd really prefer to not use the Shivs yet. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Right? So what is this? Footwork, Impatience, Shiv, Acrobatics? No, that's not going to work out. Okay, forget being overly fancy then. Also ink bottles here to ruin my day. / make it better. I think I'd better play this Footwork. Let's go Footwork. Concentrate these 2 cards. 4 energy left. Do acrobatics, backflip, double accuracy. Looks okay. Okay, Calc Gamble that way. Yeah, Heart's gonna add some cards to our deck, which could be certainly problematic here. Go Terror, double the accuracy, Malaise for 2. Then we're guaranteed not to take damage in the next 2 turns. Guaranteed. 0 damage. Don't play any more cards this turn, though. Multi-hit is first. We have buffer for next turn. Unfortunately, we don't get one Dex because Apotheosis is on the bottom here. Ooh, also, I won't be able to play any cards next turn. Oh, shoot. That's bad. The only way to do it is to use Ink Bottle this turn to discard the Apotheosis. So we have to skip Apotheosis. So that I can play Defend, then Adrenaline next turn. Bummer. But yeah, we basically have to do this. Draw the Apo here. Otherwise, we have to take this 64 damage attack because we don't have this defend. Oof, we have such bad turns coming up. Gone. We can draw 3 on this turn, though. That definitely helps. So I can burst Outmaneuver if I want to. Does that actually do anything? Kind of unclear. I can also burst the Blade Dance. Although some of the cards will go into my discard pile, which I don't love. We definitely have to play the Blade Dance one time. Bursting Malaise isn't a good idea, as the heart's about to reset its strength. Kind of unlikely to be able to use this, though. I'm about to draw the Ascender's Bane with the Ink Bottle. That is good. Thankfully, the shivs are 25 damage each. It's going to make our life a little easier. Maybe I just want to go Flying Knee Outmaneuver. We take less damage. I get a lot less energy, but I don't think I'm going to need the energy from 2 Outmaneuvers. Let's do it like that. Passable. Tori helps out here, that's true. Tori will continue to help out, because we can reset strength with the Malaise. Just gotta watch out for this hit. This one's a bit of a problem. We should burst the leg sweep so we can reapply weaken here. But that means I can't play Blade Dance, though, and I think that's unacceptable. I think we have to burst Blade Dance this turn, even if it means taking a big hit here. We should be able to set up a nice Outmaneuver Malaise for the following turn. Yes, and the words of the sages, we have to. Don't forget, we've got a Lizard Tail. We have health to spare. So it's a full 200 damage. Okay, here we want to make sure we draw the Malaise next turn. Although ideally we also want to remove the last artifact layer. I'm going to use the Piercing Wail now for that then. To remove this artifact layer so that the Malaise will have a full effect next turn. Let's see. I can Impatience and backflip. So I can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Yes, do that. Also, Beat of Death is about to become 3, and that's going to be a real issue for us. Rosenite was a good purchase. So, here's where we would be absolutely straight dead if it weren't for Malaise. But with Malaise, we can turn this down to nothing. Looks like we want to... No, Impatience won't draw without Heel Hook being played, so we're not playing any of that. So yeah, I think we go Backflip, Apotheosis, Malaise. I wish I could Malaise for some and then Heel Hook and then Skewer. It's not how it works, though. So we need to make sure we remove at least all 4 here. Ideally more than that. This will bring it all the way down to 0. Play this and not this. Take 1. Just for the ink bottle. That's a good draw. Do we need this damage? I don't think so. We need to get back to Blade Dance is what we need. It's all the way down here. Troubling. Next turn we can do Concentrate Skewer with Heel Hook. Might even be able to burst Backflip. Do I need to sack some more health to deal damage here? Currently at 39 equivalent. I am allowed to play Outmaneuver here, although we'll die next turn with the thingy. Draw now and use the Concentrate now is also an option. Gonna miss out on the Skewer. Yeah, that probably is better, though. So next turn we should be able to burst the Blade Dance, actually. Let's see, we start with probably Survivor, then Heel Hook. Draw here, Impatience draws 1, 2, 3. Escape Plan draws the Blade Dance, burst Blade Dance. But I'll have too many cards in my hand. Can't burst the Blade Dance. Just regular Blade Dance, then. Easier to do that if I outmaneuver. Maybe then I can actually burst it for the full damage. So let's play this. Go down to very low health. Remember, we do have... Lizard Tail. Okay. Thank you, Tori. Ideally, we want to block just enough so that we have, like, 1 health next turn to use the Lizard Tail with. That'd be the easiest way to do this. Let's see, if I double defend, we go to 27 block. So we block 3 by 4, and then we take 7. 3 by 8, rather. And then we take 7. So we'll be at 1 health, exactly. And then we can just defend. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Don't mind all the wounds. Can't believe we drew Burst Blade Dance together again. That's pretty wild. Patience will draw 1, 2, 3. Can I even do it now? Yeah. Better to be lucky than good, right, Twitch chat? And we both die with the final shiv. GG, Twitch chat. Be free, my lizard tail friend. Be free. What a run. Can't believe doubling the accuracy totally made the difference for that heart fight. Just 1 Blade Dance in a 35-card deck was all the damage. GG. Would we lose there without the Lizard Tail? Yes, that would be a death. So I'm really glad we had it. GG. Becker VG, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. What a wild run. 3606 is a mighty good score for a silent run. Just look at all those relics. 5 elites in the final act. 1396 gold, 9 perfect elites. Holy moly. GG. And some seriously fortunate burst timing. Guarantee there's no way I could have done that without the Frozen Eye. Frozen Eye was so important. Would have never had the patience. What about the impatience? What about the double impatience? Would you have had the double impatience to do that run? GG. GG. And we only spent 6 minutes actually looking at it. But there's one for the ages. We got double impatience. Crossed off. Double outmaneuver as well? To win with double outmaneuver. Holy heck, that was not going to be an easy one, I thought. But here we are. And 2 Malaise, 2 Skewer. Brilliant, just brilliant. Boss Corgi, there's only one thing I can't deal with, and that's a deck of cards glued together. You know, I've recently been reading a book on adhesives. I literally can't put it down. But mind talking a little bit about the Black Star decision? Yeah, I'd love to. So we took Black Star because I was unafraid of the elites of Act 3. Or, sorry, unafraid of the elites of Act 2. We saw that we had 2 forms of energy, both of which had pretty reasonable downsides. I said I didn't want Runic Dome because of the fossilized Helix, a buffer I wanted to be able to preserve. I didn't want the Fusion Hammer because I wanted to be able to get energy upgrades into this deck. Although eventually finding Apotheosis, I don't feel too bad about it. But ultimately what I was doing here was looking at the deck and looking for ways to defeat the elites of Act 2. And I saw 2 important things. The first was Malaise. This is an answer to the Book of Stabbing. With Malaise in the deck, I'm not afraid of the book. We should be able to beat it without taking too much damage. We actually bottom drew the Malaise against the Book of Stabbing, and still perfected the fight. The other thing I looked and saw was that we had lots of draw on turn 1 between the Ninja Scroll, the Ring of the Snake, and the Ink Bottle, as well as a Corpse Explosion. This is a confident answer towards the other 2 elites in Act 2. The 3 Slavers, all we have to do is play Corpse Explosion and kill one of them. This is exactly what we did. Or the Gremlin Leader, where it can be used to kill the minions repeatedly, which is also what it did there. Turns out we still needed to use a couple potions to get through the Gremlin Leader fight, but we managed to force our way through, and it worked out just fine. I also saw that I had Outmaneuver in the deck, and so I knew that I had the beginnings of generating energy from my cards. We also had the Adrenaline, which helped a lot too. So between Adrenaline, Outmaneuver, Malaise, Corpse Explosion, and the powerful interactions between all of those, right? With the Outmaneuver, I can sometimes Malaise for 7, and then the Book of Stabbing does nothing. I figured we'd be safe in most of the elite fights, and that ended up being mostly true. The Heart Painful Stab, Taneka, is something the Heart has always done. It only gains Painful Stabs after buffing the 3rd time. Usually, the Painful Stabs modifier does almost nothing, either because the fight has already concluded prior to the 3rd buff, or because the Heart will immediately kill the player with all the strength they gained from the 3rd buff. So it's pretty rare that you have the Heart fight go to the 3rd buff, and then take hits from the Heart, and then draw the wounds from the hits from the Heart, and have those matter. In fact, I'd say in thousands of runs of hundreds of runs of Slay the Spire, it's mattered maybe one time. And then yes, the 4th buff is 10 strength, and the 5th buff is 50 strength. So you're going to die very quickly anyway. Usually there's not even enough time to draw the wounds before the fight is over. Is this not the 4200th run? Anyway, that was an amazing run. Started, of course, with an incredible relic. 273 damage prevented, according to the Helix. Seems like a lot. 8 per combat, better than Burning Blood. It's pretty telling. Really liked the empty cage, too. Dunking 2 strikes really made Act 3 feel quite comfortable. Minus 20 strength Giant Head was fun. Terwilliger, thanks for 6 months, the whole half year. So here's what I'm going to do, Twitch chat. First, I'm going to remind you all that you can support the stream and get yourself fresh food delivered to your front door if you live in the US by signing up using my HelloFresh promotional link here. Exclamation point, HelloFresh. Pog HF 86607. I see that 7 people have already used the code, and big thank yous to those who have. Codes should be live for a whole month, so there should be plenty of time to redeem them. Before we go any further in today's stream, I'm going to take a quick break here, refill the legs, stretch the water, grab a quick snack. Upon my return, I'd like to switch things up and play a bit of Monster Train today. Get another win or 2 in that game. We haven't visited Monster Train in a little bit. Oh, let me also mark this run. Marker double. Close enough. Frozen Eye was from the shop. That's right. Frozen Eye is a shop-only relic. But we bought in the final store, and I think it was a very good idea. Frozen Eye Accuracy Plus. Given the way that Heart fight played out, I think we can retroactively see those were really good choices that we made in the store. They worked out perfectly. So too did the decision to keep the duplication potion when we could have used it during the boss gauntlet. Or the shield and spear fight. We decided that dupe pot was going to be important. Duping the accuracy was the way we won. It's pretty cool. Made you reinstall Monster Train? Good. It's a fun game. Alright folks, I'll be back in a few minutes. When I return, we'll be switching games. Don't go nowhere.